Iran is reportedly seeking a new diplomatic maneuvering in order to avert a potential military attack by the United States. According to a report by the Financial Times, Tehran is said to be preparing a lucrative package aimed directly at President Trump, including unprecedented access to oil, gas, and mining sectors that could amount to an economic bonanza for the United States. The proposal is apparently designed to appeal to Trump's deal-making instinct, dangling the potential for massive U.S. investment in Iranian energy industries as part of a broader nuclear diplomacy push. Iranian negotiators are meeting American officials in Geneva for a third round of talks as both sides struggle to find common ground on the future of Tehran's nuclear program. The core demand from the United States remains clear. Tehran must halt enrichment of uranium that could bring it closer to a nuclear weapon, a condition Iran insists it will never fully accept. A senior U.S. official told reporters that Washington has yet to receive any formal economic offer from Tehran and reiterated that any negotiations must first address Iran's nuclear ambitions. Meanwhile, Iran appears to be drawing lessons from recent U.S. engagement with other oil-rich nations, seeing economic enticements as a possible way to break diplomatic deadlock without triggering outright conflict. The stakes could not be higher, with President Trump warning of potential military action if diplomacy fails, and Iran resisting what it views as disproportionate demands on its right to pursue civilian nuclear capabilities. Another report claims Iran is closely studying the Venezuela crisis, where the U.S. grabbed access to the nation's massive oil reserves right after a daring nighttime raid that snatched the president last month. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio just signaled tough times ahead, saying no major breakthrough is expected from Thursday's Iran talks.
And the president was very clear last night that he always prefers diplomacy. But I want you to understand, and everyone should know, that Iran poses a very grave threat to the United States and has for a very long time. They are in possession, first and foremost, after their nuclear program was obliterated, they were told not to try to restart it, and here they are. You can see them always trying to rebuild elements of it. They're not enriching right now, but they're trying to get to the point where they ultimately can. The other thing I would point you to, however, is that Iran possesses a very large number of ballistic missiles, particularly short-range ballistic missiles, that threaten the United States and our bases in the region and our partners in the region. And all of our bases in the UAE, in Qatar, in Bahrain. And they also possess naval assets that threaten shipping and try to threaten the U.S. Navy. So I want everybody to understand that beyond just the nuclear program, they possess these conventional weapons that are solely designed to attack America and attack Americans if they so choose to do so. These things have to be addressed. The negotiations tomorrow and the talks tomorrow will be largely focused on the nuclear program. And we hope progress can be made, because that's the president's preference, to make progress on the diplomatic front. But it's also important to remember that Iran refuses to talk about the ballistic missiles, to us or to anyone. And that's a big problem. Ever off the table. The president wants diplomatic solutions. He prefers them. He prefers them greatly. He wants that more than anything else. So I wouldn't characterize tomorrow as anything other than the latest in a set of conversations, and hopefully they're productive. But eventually, we'll have to have conversations about more than just the nuclear program. But if you can't even make progress on the nuclear program, it's going to be hard to make progress on the ballistic missiles as well. So I wouldn't characterize tomorrow as anything other than the next opportunity to talk.
So is there any way to walk away from Thursday's meetings with something that is meaningful enough to stop U.S. military action?
Well, that's for the president. The president's made no decision on that, so I don't know if Thursday's the key date for that. I think progress needs to be made. It would be good if progress was made on Thursday. And I would say that the Iranian insistence on not discussing ballistic missiles is a big, big problem. I'll leave it at that.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That has often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out Tehran.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.